Hello again, everybody. It's Scott Casper, Takedown Wrestling. We cover the world of the sport, coast to coast, border to border. This time we head up to North Dakota State University, up in Fargo. Joining us now, the new assistant coach, 2013 NCAA champ for the University of Iowa, Derek St. John. Derek, congratulations. You've got a job, a new job.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much.
Let's talk a bit about how this all happened, then we'll get into perhaps a little bit of your history. But Brett Mon elects not to come back after 13 years, leaving the spot open. How did Coach Kish get in touch with you? How did the whole process work?
Actually, he called me up and asked me if I was interested in coaching, and then I gave him the yes, and then he kind of just invited me up to take a look at everything, and then it kind of just went from there.
So the 500 plus miles it is from Iowa City to Fargo, that didn't sway you at all, did it?
No, it did not.
Once you got there, tell us what your first impression of North Dakota State University was like.
I've been up here to wrestle, at the Dome or whatever for junior nationals. So I kind of knew the layout of the Dome, but went and checked out all the campus and a little bit around town. And campus is extremely nice. It seems extremely, renovated and new. But I like the Fargo area, so it was good.
Pretty part of the country, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Derek St. John joins us. He is taking the place for Brett Mon, who is retired from the program as the new assistant coach. He'll join Roger Kish, the head coach and former Gopher, and also another former Gopher on there, Manny Rivera. I mean, it's decidedly a former Minnesota camp, but more than anything, pretty distinctively, a Big Ten school as far as the flavor goes. And maybe that's what they're going for. I don't know. What are some of the goals and objectives that Coach Kish has outlined?
It's just we got to get some good recruits in here, starting as of, July 1st. So that's a big part of it right now. And then, they've done a great job of turning things around up here. They got it going in the right direction. And, the big thing is just keep it going in the right direction right now.
We talked to you a little bit off air, but this question I did not talk to you about off air. What did your family think when you told them, hey, I've got a job, I'm going to North Dakota, I'm going to be working in Fargo?
My dad was completely okay with it, and my brothers were all right with it. My dad was actually pretty excited, and then my mom was kind of upset I was taking off from home, so you know how moms are.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's maybe the best part of being from Parnell, Iowa. It's tight-knit families, and then even at the University of Iowa, it's still that same type of experience. The University of Iowa experience seemed to be a real positive one for you. Can you talk to us about that?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't stray too far from home, so I got to go see my family pretty much whenever I wanted, but just the University of Iowa, is a great fit for me. It wasn't huge. It's not a huge campus. It's not a huge university by any means, but that was just something that really appealed to me in a really positive way too.
106-17. That's how you ended your collegiate career, and I would imagine all 17, you'd probably like to get all those back, but the ones that stand out for me were some of your victories, most notably your championship victory over Jason Welch in the finals at 57 in 2013. Is that the best victory of your time in collegiate wrestling, or is there another one, perhaps one that you were up for? Maybe it was at home, maybe it was on the road, and it just had a little more a special feel to it?
The national finals against Welch is probably, the real notable one. But, as of just getting up for matches, any of them tough matches that were at home at Carter Hockey Arena, the Ohio State matches, the Penn State, Oklahoma State matches, those were all pretty memorable. And them were them big matches to get up for. So
Three-time Big Ten champion as well. I got to believe once a Big Ten champion, you're going to think about that for the rest of your life. I mean, that's probably at least going to a Big Ten school for me, that was a big deal for me, having gone to Iowa as well. But it's just a matter of, I got to believe there's some pride in there. As a matter of fact, the University of Iowa thought enough of you to give you the Mike Howard Award for Most Valuable Wrestler in your championship season. You've never been one to go out there and say, look at me, this is me, but yet they've heaped you with awards. Does that embarrass you?
does it embarrass me? No, 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 not at all. That's something you embrace, and I'm a true believer in kind of letting your actions speak for you, and you're doing things you're going to order with positive input. So, I'd never be embarrassed of any kind of awards or anything like that.
Tim Harms joins us from Takedown Wrestling. And Tim, this young man has been given the Mike McGivern Award twice, not once, but the most courageous Hawkeye wrestler. He's the kind of guy that any coach would be lucky to have in his room as an athlete, or as Roger Kish has done, just hired him as assistant coach.
Yeah, Coach, congratulations to your new opportunity up there.
Thank you.
I've watched you wrestle all through your high school, college years. What are you going to bring to that program? As you're recruiting kids and you're talking to families, what is it that you're going to bring as a different widget to that program? It's just hard-nosed, tough wrestling, and that stuff will take you a long ways. But I got a pretty good skill set also, technique. And, just being able to sell that stuff to kids and get them to believe in what you're saying and telling them. So, that's a big part of it. Was coaching always a natural transition for you in your mind as you graduated from college and your career was done?
Yeah, I think it was, from doing camps and stuff. I had a lot of good feedback from people. And when I was doing camps and showing technique and stuff, and I feel like I'm pretty relatable to kids, being fresh out of college and stuff. So I feel like it's easy to kind of transition into. There should be.
When you got the opportunity, did you talk to any of your prior coaches about what to look for, what those opportunities might be out there? The big one, I just talked to Tom mostly, but, I got some of his input about, being a coach fresh out of college and, the opportunities you're going to have and, what to expect kind of stuff. So. Yeah, obviously you had a good closet to go back to get that information from.
Yes, I did.
So a lot of the information, a lot of the experience that you've not only experienced at Iowa City West, but at the University of Iowa, is what you're going to bring to the table up there. Yeah,
it's going to be hard not to. When you're used to being around that every day for 5 years, I think it kind of gets instilled into you, and it's just Kish and Rivera must be somewhat interested in that. But
oh, they got to be just. Really, you bring such a great opportunity for them, from not only your work ethic, but just your mental aspect and the way you've approached the sport. So good luck to you, Coach, and keep up the good work.
No, thank you.
Yeah, I got to believe they're somewhat interested in what he brings to the table. We're talking with Derek St. John, and just a real likable guy. But when it comes to being technical, I think that's one of the things that Coach Kish is looking for from Derek St. John. But Derek, you've got Coach Kish, who is coached by, and Coach Rivera is coached by Jay Robinson. Okay, Jay was an assistant to Dan Gable. Tom Brands, Terry Brands were both assistants at the University of Iowa. Jim Zaleski, and of course Dan Gable. Dude, you have the lineage in just those that have taught and coached you that is phenomenal. I can't even wait to see what you're able to do with the athletes that you get to coach and you get to teach. This is a wonderful opportunity. Do you feel that?
Yeah,
just like you said, being able to take the things that were applied to you and maybe apply them to younger athletes, and being fresh out of college, I think you'll be a little more relatable to these kids. So I think it'll definitely help.
So it's already started for you. Started what, 2 days ago or so?
Yeah, I believe so. Yep.
So I got to believe Coach Kish is just real eager to have those kids get up to Fargo for the Fargo Nationals, and have you talk to as many kids as possible. I would be. I mean, I'd be out there signing autographs. And again,
Yeah.
who wants my autograph? I'm just saying, if I was Derek St. John, and how lucky could I get to be Derek St. John? Derek, it's always good to talk to you. We were so pleased to learn of your hire. We believe you're the kind of guy that can only make wrestling better just by your mere presence. An outstanding young man and a great champion indeed. Good job and congratulations. Let's do it again soon. What do you say?
Sounds great.
You're the man. Derek St. John, new assistant for the North Dakota State Bison. I want to make sure I'm right on this. The North Dakota State Bison in Fargo, North Dakota. Thanks, Derek.
Thank you.